This week's edition of Diggnation is brought to you by GoDaddy.com and Cashfly.
They were once cash larvae, but times have changed.
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health. That's a pala for.
Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this out earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
This is my favorite story of all time. All right, moving on. You put zombie and you put theory in the title, and I don't want to do it.
Theory Zombie Kevin.
Diggnation.com. Hello and welcome to Diggnation, episode number 32. I'm Kevin Rose.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. Diggnation, of course, covers some of the top stories on the social news bookmark site, dig.com, digg.com.
Yes.
What's wrong with that? That was a good intro.
Well, social news bookmark site. You're just throwing out random words.
It's what I have written. Top stories,
That's awesome.
social news bookmark. I just made that up.
We are in San Francisco.
Yes.
We've moved the direction of the couch.
Yes, we were getting word that the pale background was sort of boring.
Yes, but we have candles in the background now.
Yeah, we just sort of spiced it up. You can't see them.
Oh, you can't see them. Can you see them now? Can you see them?
Candles. It's a good
Okay,
time.
there we go. Okay.
And we did that because the fire is too hot.
Yes.
As if you all know, we get hot.
The holiday episode was it was quite toasty in here.
The holiday episode was the hottest I think it's ever been.
Yeah.
So beers. We were fortunate enough. We're gonna do this thing. We talked to you guys about it last weekend in Tahoe or Reno. We're not quite sure. But we're gonna go snowboarding.
Mm-hmm.
And Prager was out graciously doing some reconnaissance. And these guys from Silver Peak Brewing Company gave us these ginormous things of beer. And these are called growlers, which are like these large frickin' like jug band beers.
At first when I saw these come in, I thought a fan sent them in. See, look at this though. The logo's like half worn off.
That just means it's
Are you
aged.
sure this is like
Whatever.
legit stuff?
Well, no, but
Because there's like it's.
oh, that sounded like beer.
I was worried they were
So this
poisoned or
is-
something.
So I have.
That's interesting.
Oh, that smells good. It's beer.
What kind is yours? Mine has a little sticky on the top. What does yours say?
I
says,
believe mine is the Silver Peak IPA.
This is the wheat. So
Oh, I shouldn't drink it out of the thing. I should put it in a glass.
Yeah, let's give this a try.
So
It's going all over the carpet.
Jesus.
Hold on, these things are heavy.
Oh, reboot. Stay on target.
Oh, my arm's
Stay on
like
target.
I have computer arm. Okay.
That's awesome.
Dude, it's all over the
There's
place.
one freaking drip, and look at that.
Here,
Bam, that's how you pour
Prager,
from a
this is
freaking
yours.
growler.
Prager's gonna come get his beer. He's been complaining.
Prager. So anyway, so we're going to be in Tahoe/Reno. We're not quite sure yet where, but.
Oh, these things weigh like 20 pounds. All right.
Oh, that's a good beer.
Do you like IPA? I like IPA.
I like EPA. Oh, that's actually really good. I like that a lot.
You're just saying because they're gonna be a sponsor.
Yeah, I wish they could be a
Just
sponsor.
kidding.
They just send us free beer. Although I like free beer.
Try that one?
Sure.
This one.
What's this one?
Wheat. That's good. That's good stuff. Trade back. Yeah.
You like that sweet kind of beer.
Well, I'm down with all kinds of beer.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the wheat. It's a little too sweet for me, but I like this IPA. Anyway, long story short, if you head over to visitrenotahoe.com/diggnation, we're going to put up a lot more information. We're going to shoot the show live from the slopes.
Which
on
is awesome.
Thursday, March 23rd. That's right. Thursday, March 23rd.
Tell them about the card game.
So what's going to happen is we're not sure what we're going to do yet, but they're going to put together packages so you can actually buy a package deal, fly out, lift tickets, place to stay. Thursday we're going to shoot Diggnation, snowboard all day, obviously. Friday snowboarding all day or skiing, whatever floats your boat. And then Friday night they're going to try to set up with one of the casinos an actual Texas Hold'em Diggnation tournament.
That would be awesome.
How awesome is that?
Oh, I'd be so into that.
We'll be playing frickin' so you can come and play cards and maybe win some money off of us. And then even on Saturday they're thinking of possibly doing a LAN party.
Oh, really?
Dude, it's gonna be like a freaking Diggnation weekend. It's huge, and you should see like the site. It's crazy. I mean, they have all the information you need there.
If you haven't been to Tahoe, it's amazing.
Possibly some competition, some contests that might be coming up. We can't say too much about it, but it's gonna be some maybe trips for two
To Tahoe.
To Tahoe to see the show.
Nice.
But we'll give you all that information
Yeah.
later, and that's Reno Tahoe. Visit renotahoe.com/diggnation.
Very cool.
That's gonna be fun, dude. I'm so
Yeah,
excited.
it's gonna be
I haven't
great.
gone.
It'll be fun to get like just a big pack of geeks on the hill and do some snowboarding.
And hopefully somebody survives.
Yeah, that's right.
Have you ever like really hurt yourself snowboarding?
I've busted my ass a few times. Like, you know when you slam down, and just, you can't feel your ass for like 20 minutes?
Yes.
Yes, that has happened to me a few times.
Yes.
I snapped my head on the ice one time. That was kind of painful.
Worst thing I did was I've broken my collarbone twice. Snowboarding, both in the same place.
That's no good.
No, it was really fun though.
Yeah, I love board. Do you hit the pipe and stuff like that?
I try. I'm not all that great on the pipe.
I like park stuff. I'm not a pipe person, but I like jumps and like little rails and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like jumps, I like rails and stuff like that. I was actually doing a tail slide on one of the foam covering things when I broke my collarbone.
Oh, really?
Hardcore.
Good times.
I'm not all that good anymore because I haven't gone in forever.
It's been like 2 years.
Yeah.
For me,
so
actually.
we're gonna suck balls.
It's okay. I have all my gear. I got my board. I got all that stuff.
Yeah, me too.
I'm ready to go.
Let's get on with the show.
Yes, let's do it.
Yes, let's do it.
First story of the day. This is a good one. Why you shouldn't uncap your internet connection. Ooh. 1,567 people dug this story, submitted by Stormwave Zero. He says, in 2002, 13 residents of Toledo, Ohio, had their homes searched and electronics confiscated by the FBI after it was discovered they had uncapped their cable connections. 7 residents faced 5th-degree felony charges punishable by 1 year in prison. The charges were eventually dropped, but is the extra speed really worth a visit from the FBI? So here's the deal.
Yeah.
Everybody has a cable modem.
Right.
We have DSL, blah, blah, blah. But if you have a cable modem, there are certain ways, there are certain hacks out there for certain models of cable modem that you can go in and make
open up the pipe
modifications and open it up. So like, you know, you normally get like 4 or 5 megabit down, 6, 7, whatever.
Yeah.
These guys, it said here that they had basically altered, it said he had altered his modem to handle 100 megabits per second up and downstream.
Oh, dude.
Oh, how nice is that?
The porn.
It's almost worth it.
That's free. Are you kidding me? I mean, no. Going to jail.
Well, they didn't. They just got a slap on the wrist. But you know what?
They took all their computers, all their electronics.
Yeah, I can see that's probably a problem. But
well, it's not a problem. It's a pain in the ass.
Yes, that's true. But I mean, he went. I mean, if you're doing 100 megabits up and down, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you open up BitTorrent, somebody's gonna notice.
Well, right, because they'll be like, "Why is it taking so?" Whoa, what was that all about?
So it's like
just pulling now from super.
You know what I mean, though? I mean, the ISP themselves are going to notice like something is going on. Where's our bandwidth going?
Well, dude,
so
I have a buddy, and I'm not going to name too many names, Ted. But anyway, he has fiber to his house. He like bought a house and had fiber to his house. Do you remember back on Screensavers when I hooked you up with that thing?
What thing?
That site thing.
Oh, the pirate site.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, well, all right, thanks. Ted's happy now.
But why are you saying his real name on it? I didn't use it. I looked at it.
Bill. But anyway, he's got like this like crazy
it was
fiber
extremely
connection,
fast
super
connection.
duper fast. And literally, he like got an email from somebody at the ISP that was like, you seem to be pushing a large amount of data back and forth per month.
Oh, so do you shut it down?
It was like a warning. No. He just said, yes, that's fine. I mean, props to his ISP because they were like, oh my God, what's going on here? And he was like, no, I run a site. And he was like, oh, okay. And then they turned off the flag for his account. Because they were like, oh, okay, well, we just wanted to know.
Right.
We just wanted to make sure it wasn't like a problem. You know, that somebody was like using his site.
Right.
But,
that's interesting.
Yeah, dude, he has sick bandwidth.
But
dude.
I can understand like
crazy bandwidth.
Would you go in and uncap if like let's just say you could double your speed or triple it? Yeah.
You know what? It's fast enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I get like I get
don't know.
5 or 6.
I think I probably would try it.
Well,
just
I'd try it
if it's especially if it's a software
whoa.
thing. If it's like flashing like a ROM or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just clicked flash and I did it.
Yeah.
Then
like, restore defaults.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, I might do it once and then like download a crap ton of stuff and then put it back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just
and
use
so
it
I'm
when
like,
you.
So they're just like, somebody sleeping at the thing at like 2:00 and it's like. What was that?
Back
Somebody
down.
just downloaded 50 gigabits in 4 seconds.
Hey, it's nice to know they didn't receive any jail time. So
yes,
that's a
and I
happy
guess everybody was happy that day.
ending. Next story.
Next story: Starforce reports boing boing to the FBI, the FIBI. 1,808 people dug the story, submitted by Troy Dougal7. Starforce, the copy protection provider, which is despised by all game fans and allegedly screws up computers, is threatening to call the feds on boing boing. Of course, now they're going to call it on us, which is fine. Over the post that they made, supposedly their blog post broke 11 international laws, and they were being contacted by their U.S. lawyer.
So who was this Corey that posted?
Yes,
on Boing Boing?
yeah. Corey said, look, I'm being sued. So basically, it says this company. So here's the deal: Starforce puts puts on the copy protection for a lot of games.
Right.
So they basically do, the sort of like lockdown for games so that you don't copy them and all that stuff.
Right.
But, these guys came out and they said that a lot of people were having problems where they'd install the games and their computer would crash, but not because of the game software, but because of the Starforce software.
Ah, okay. So did he show a way around that, or?
No, he just said, this sucks. Like, don't do it.
Yeah,
You know
but what
I
were
mean?
the 11 international supposed laws that were broken?
No, they didn't say. So this is the email he gets from Dennis Zidikov, the email thing, and he just says, calling Starforce anti-copy malware is good enough to cause us to press charges. I urge you to remove the post. And then it says, because it's full of insults, lies, false accusations, and rumors. Your article violates approximately 11 international laws. None of them were disclosed. And then look at this. Our U.S. lawyer, with no space between U.S. and lawyer, good times, he must have been mad, will contact you shortly. And then it says, I've also contacted the FBI. What you are doing is harassment. Which I don't think...
Free speech?
Free speech. And how about the truth about a shitty product?
Yeah.
But then the
And
really
they're gonna
funny
be
thing
sued.
is, and now we are being sued. And then there's an update. So he said that so this is what Corey said. He said, thank you for your response. I have amended my original post, right? And I forward you to the Chilling Effects Project as to be part on the permanent record of abusive attempts by companies to silence their critics. So I guess, I have never heard of Chilling Effects Project, but I guess it's like a project where people who have been getting sued and getting these things just because they criticize something online, then is building it
awesome.
up. But here's the other thing, update. It looks like this isn't the first time Mr. Zidlovsky or Zidlov has sent threatening threats to critics of his company. Check out this email he sent CNET, which opens, Dear Sir. Now this is really funny because this starts, Dear Sir, calling Starforce anti-spyware copying malware or anti-copying malware is good enough to cause me to press charges. Here it says, Dear Sir, calling Starforce nefarious rootkit/virus is good enough to cause to press charges. It's the same email. Like, they know they're a crappy company when you have a form letter to say, stop talking bad about our company.
It's just one of those things where this is something that this person is tasked to do. They realize that there's a lot of bad press going around. They realize there's a lot of blog posts. There's a lot of people talking shit.
So you don't fix your product?
Well,
you say that you're going to sue people?
That's what people do. I mean, they pay these lawyers to sit down and just send emails.
Speaking of which, rumor came out that, and this is a complete rumor, that the PlayStation 3 is going to have this crazy DRM in it, right? That is going to force you to play only new games. So, like, if I have a PlayStation 3 and you have a PlayStation 3,
a rumor.
That's why I said it's a rumor.
Right, but I mean, it's a false rumor. So it won't let you play
Well, how
old
do you know
games?
that? No. It won't let you play games after you've played them on your system. So, like, I play whatever, Need for Speed Underground 10,000 on my PlayStation 3. You can't use it on your PlayStation 3 because they want to cripple the resale market. Because Sony was getting mad that the resale market is taking over for a lot of their stuff because they sell one copy of a game and it can get sold to 50 people.
I could see that for online play maybe, but obviously they can't do that with computers that aren't connected to the internet. Because you put it in the machine, the machine has no way to talk back to Sony and let them know that it hasn't been used before.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But then again, Sony's PlayStation 3 is going to be online just like Xbox 360
Right,
is.
yeah,
With a
it's
free
interesting,
online service. I mean, you're sort of, with the Xbox 360, you're sort of guaranteed. Speaking of which, how's your Xbox 360?
Oh, it's great.
Isn't it freaking awesome?
Speaking of which, so we should probably give a little update. I know this is way off topic, but we wanted to talk about it anyway.
My Xbox 360.
you ordered-
We ordered it.
You ordered it because you found this website. We should tell everybody about the website because it does
isn't it
work.
great? It works like a charm.
So it's
Ben's Bargains.
Well, no, it's Xbox360tracker.com, but it's part of Ben's Bargains.
Right.
So go to that site, and they're constantly updating a list of all these different providers of who are selling the Xbox 360.
And like high-end providers like Amazon.
You found it for
Dell.
freaking $900, which is insane.
Mine was $864, and it came with like 4 or 5 games.
I wasn't going to spend that
couple
much.
of
It's like
stuff.
I'm like, no, there's no way I'm spending $900
yeah,
bucks.
yeah.
Like that's just freaking.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Not gonna
So
do it.
you bought it because it was a gift from your girlfriend. Blah blah blah.
Yep.
So Alex is like, hey, I got it. You should really get one. Check it out. I went on there. Dell had them in stock.
Yes.
And I was really lucky because
Dude, you were on the phone, and I was like, go check it out.
And it was like $400, and I was like,
Yeah.
it's a lot of money, but you know what? I really want one anyway. Let's do it. So
Right.
I went on there. I bought it. Dell shipped it like the next day.
Dude, I
had it-
ordered mine Thursday morning, and I got it Friday at 11:30.
Which is awesome.
Oh.
So I got mine like 2 days later. I'm on Xbox Live now, and
Oh, it's so freaking
and
fun.
I downloaded Fight Night.
Fight Night 3
Oh
is
my gosh,
it's
it's
sick.
unbelievable.
The demo for Fight Night 3 is sick. And there's definitely some
I
stuff.
gotta say,
Yeah.
I gotta say one thing about this real quick. I'm not a huge Microsoft fan of their desktop operating system
Yeah.
or anything else that they do, but I'll tell you, the Xbox 360 is really well done. The menu
It's
system,
slick.
the
yeah.
downloading of games,
Yep.
just the ability to jump back to the dashboard at any given time.
Yep.
The cool like wireless remotes. These are so cool because when you turn off the Xbox,
Yep.
it senses the break in communication between the wireless like remote that you have
Yeah.
or the
shuts it
controller,
off.
and it shuts the controller off.
Yeah.
So you don't ever have to worry about, oh, did I turn the controller off? Am I draining the juice? No, you just turn
Right.
off the Xbox, done deal.
And you can turn off and on the Xbox
From
from
the
the
controller.
wireless controller. You never have to get up and hit the button.
It's very well done.
And you can jump out of the desktop without ejecting. Because it used to be you had to eject the game in order to get to the desktop. You know what I
Right.
mean? But the other thing is that the desktop is I don't know how they do it, but it's running on a completely different system. Like even when a game is loading, you can hit that middle guide button and see the people who are on Xbox Live and any game that you're on. It's just they did a great job.
It's cool. It's
they
perfect.
Did a great job.
Everything is designed
fun.
so well too.
Oh, I know. It's slick.
It really is a good system. Anyway, a
that's,
lot of fun.
Yes. So anyway, so we're not sure about the PlayStation 3, but now there's, I mean, the rumors about the PlayStation 3.
The original story was the boing boing story. It had
I
nothing
know,
to
it
do
was
with
totally,
PlayStation
I know,
3.
but it was all about DRM, so that kind of got us
Yes.
to PlayStation 3, which then got us to the Xbox 360, which then got us nowhere.
Yes. So that was.
But no, but the negative rumors about Sony's PlayStation 3,
Oh, they're
now
all over
it's
the place.
upwards of $1,000 a unit.
You know, they need to.
Sony
like,
needs to come out and say like, shut up.
well,
people.
they need to put a unit out there so someone can play it and demo it, and they haven't done that yet either. Anyway, moving on. Next story. Girl's encrypted USB stick locks parents out of diary and MSN Messenger. 945 people dug this story, submitted by Tyson HY. He said, the Thought Safe is an encrypted USB stick with its own version of MSN Messenger. It's marketed at young girls who want to keep a private diary and keep their parents and others from spying on their control or controlling their IM activities.
So my first thought is then there's no stopping them getting into an illicit online affair with somebody who's 37 and being abducted.
Yes, very true. have you looked at this thing? It's
No.
it looks like a little kind of compact, like a little lipstick case. It's like a little USB lipstick holder.
Where is it?
There it is.
Oh, cool. Well, first off,
It's like
cool.
It looks cool, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of a cool like little thing girls throw in the bag.
I like the diary sort
Well,
of
you
aspect.
know-
I'm not a big fan. I mean, I just with all the bad stuff that you hear about girls online, like little girls, little guys. Did you see that? Oh my God, they
girls,
did-
little guys.
Well, whatever. You know what I mean? Like kids. You know what I mean? Like, did you see that Dateline thing?
No.
Oh my God,
watched
Dateline!
Dateline.
No, Jesus, Dateline did this thing where they literally pretended to be like kids on IM
You
chat.
did this. This is you.
No,
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Keep
I
going.
was like, that's disgusting. But they pretended to be kids, and they asked people to meet them at their house, you know, for a little nookie.
How many did they rake in?
30 people in one
No
day.
way.
30 freaking guys. One of them was a teacher. One of them was like psychiatrist. One of them was a freaking preacher.
Way.
Dude, it was nuts. It was nuts.
So they were pulling in like the kind of pedophile type guys.
Not kinda. They were there to touch a little.
Really?
Yeah. And then the crazy thing was only one of them got arrested. They showed the tapes to the
Wow.
police and they were like, yeah, we'll arrest one. Like, what?
That's crazy.
So that's my first big warning
Well-
sign. At the end of the day, they're like, but it's just a little kid's toy
Yeah,
that we
no,
made.
it's
You know
not
what I mean?
a little
Like, I
kid's
don't
toy,
get a
though.
little heady, but
Well, the thing is, like, they're encrypting it. Like, it's not like this is
well,
like
they're
a
not
little.
encrypting it from the girls to talk to the people online. That's what I'm saying is that the parents can't look
Right, no,
and see who they're chatting
That's the
with.
problem. Is like, let's just say, you know, you have a young daughter or son that is chatting online, and they have all this activity that's hidden on this little device that they can take anywhere they want.
Right.
And then the parents have like no way to get access to this data.
Right.
Basically, like they could deny it, and it's all encrypted, and they'd have to like. I don't know. It just seems like I'm all for like diaries and keeping things
I
private.
love the diary stuff.
But if something's going wrong,
Yeah.
the parents should have the ability to override all of that and get in there somehow.
Yeah.
And I don't think they have that tool in this case. So
Well, they can't because otherwise no girl would want it. Or guy, whatever.
I think it would be good for keeping like, you know, the brothers or sisters away from your data. That's cool. Like just like a little password thing. So like,
Yeah.
you know, hey, he looked at my diary. Well, it can happen. But encrypting it is just hardcore. What?
How are we talking about a little automatic
I
girl's
don't
diary on
know,
freaking Diggnation?
dude.
Where, how far
I
have
don't know.
we fallen?
I don't think you should be able to do that while you're holding a beer in your hand.
Dude, I that's why I don't think it's working because we need to be sitting there with like ascots and stuff and being like, "Wow, child pornography is rampant on the blah blah blah." Oh, that's horrible.
Anyway,
The beer is good. I have to say, I'm liking
the
the
beer is really good. I was a little worried. I told you, I thought this was somehow like, it doesn't look. There's something shady about it when I first saw it, but anyway.
What's shady about
No,
it?
it came in a weird container, and it was just. Keep going.
It's a Grogan or
Keep
whatever.
going.
It's a troll.
Why does Prager roll his pants up like that?
Oh, I don't even know.
Stop.
Oh, good times.
He's rolling him up
Where
to
could
the
be? I don't
kneecaps.
even know. Just
They're
let
like
it go.
long
Just let it go.
pants,
Let it
and he rolls
go.
them to the kneecaps.
Just let it go. He's Irish. Are you Irish? What are you? Scottish?
Very small part.
You know,
A very small part Irish.
so many. You know, Prager came up to me the other day and he goes, you type my name into Google. So if you type in David Prager into
Yeah?
Google,
What
he goes, my
happens?
picture comes up. Because and if like anybody else you do that too, their picture normally doesn't come up. And he's like, I wonder why. And I know why. Google has made an algorithm now that if people type that in someone's name and then go directly to the images to look for that person, they learn. And then now they're automatically displaying it. So now if you go to Google and type in David Prager, you're going to see his picture like right off the bat.
David Prager.
There you go. Look at that. Oh, you put it in quotes. Don't put it in quotes.
Sorry, I thought this was cool, and
Yeah.
obviously you're cool.
There you go. See?
Ah!
There he is.
Is that the back of his head?
No, I don't know what that is.
That's forbidden.
That's something else.
That's a forbidden picture of Prager.
Anyway, next story.
Oh, is it me?
It's you?
Okay, good times, Prager. Wikipedia blocks United States Congress IP addresses. This is really cool. 200 2,000, thank you. 2,808 people dug the story submitted by Glutton. Wikipedia has recently blocked a range of IP addresses belonging to the United States Congress due to staffers who have been engaging in revert wars regarding content associated with frequent politicians. The RFC was started to centralize the discussion on the violation of Wikipedia policies and alleged libelous behavior. So what's happened is that these actual like Congress staffers are going in and pulling an Adam Curry, changing the congressman.
Is that what we call it now?
That's what that's called now.
Yeah.
The revert
It's
wars is
pulling an
called
Adam
pulling
Curry.
Adam Curry. So they're going in and pulling Adam Curry, and they're changing around like, well, the senator from Colorado is, he likes to touch dogs, like, what? And
They're not writing that. They're taking that out and putting in like.
No, they're writing it in theirs, and then the person changes theirs and then goes and gets them.
Oh, that's
so
funny.
it's become this
It's a
like back
war.
and that's the revert war.
Okay,
They're like
okay.
changing it back and forth. And so Wikipedia finally says, "All right, you congressmen, no more access from IP addresses from in the United States Congress."
That's good.
How awesome is
That's
that?
awesome.
Well, first off,
I'm
good for the
tired-
staffers to have a freaking battle on the internet. You know
It's
what I mean?
interns, man. They're just like, oh, watch this. I'm going to change the
dude.
century. But, dude, Wikipedia is awesome. For as much shit as they get, like, they get a lot of crap from people. A
it's
lot of
just
people are
bad.
just like, they're sucky, they're inaccurate. It's like they're trying their best. They have this huge, like, human-powered online dictionary that's free to the
And it's
masses.
working fairly well.
It's very accurate.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I really like what they're doing.
I do too. Oh, totally. And you're on there, right? I'm on there, I think. Prager's probably on there. Oh, is
Probably.
Prager on there? Like Prager's like, what?
On what?
On what?
Wikipedia.
Wik-
sure.
Wiki. Well, yeah, anyway, that's not that big of a deal. But, yeah,
That's a type it in.
I was totally like, maybe check Prager. I'll do that later. But, yeah, no, I love what Wikipedia is doing. I mean, one, you're right. It's a completely ambitious project. Because I love, like, anything online that's, free and that's also user sort of maintained. I mean, they have their staff that kind of goes
Right.
through and looks at stuff and stuff like that. But
But for the most part, it's the masses out there that are.
But I
contributing to
also love the fact that like these congressmen, I'm not a huge fan of politics.
it. Me neither.
Not a big fan. But my dad used to be in politics, and like hearing his stories and then seeing what happens on the news, it's so funny how wrong we get it. Like it's just a bunch of dudes, you know what I mean? Like it's just a bunch of people who are like fuck nuts, you know what I mean? Like he's talking about like pranks that they would play in the Senate and like jokes that they would make out loud, like Ted, all these different people would make jokes at each other. Like it just was awesome. Like to hear his stories about his time on Capitol Hill. It's a completely different world than you think it is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's just a bunch of people hanging out and trying to do what's right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like on the news and all that stuff, I hate politics. And my girlfriend's like, oh, she loves politics. I'm like, I hate politics.
I know. I'm the same way.
I'm like, who gives a shit? But it's really funny. So you should come over and have a beer with my dad, and he'll tell you all his
Yeah.
funny stories. It's really interesting.
Sounds good. Your dad's cool. I like hanging out with him.
He has a good time.
All right,
and so
next
is my
story.
mom. I don't want her to feel bad. So, your turn.
Next story, mapping veins as a human barcode. 376 people dug this story, submitted by Canucks in 2006. And the reason why I picked this was actually just dug today, but I thought it was a really cool story because it says, in Memphis, Tennessee, a small medical supply company called Lumatex has developed a new method of palm reading that it hopes will rival fingerprint and retinal. Stop! You're laughing.
No, I'm sure that
retinal
fingerprinting
scans.
is really good.
And retinal scans is the perfect way to identify individuals. The technology is based on an infrared scan of the blood cells running through the veins, which is analyzed by a computer. This is freaking crazy crap.
Wait, what?
Yes. So basically, like, you stick your arm in this machine, and it looks.
Dude, ever since I saw Flash Gordon, I don't like sticking my arm in any place I can't control.
You put your arm down, and it reads like it can tell based on like your vein layout, which is like
that's cool.
unique to you.
Sure.
And you know what's going on. That
You know what's going on.
well, you know what I'm saying.
I do.
And,
That's good. Biometrics is good.
Yeah, I think it's a very unique way at authenticating users. And that should be out sometime soon.
This is like the Optimus keyboard.
It's
a great idea that will never, ever come out.
Dude,
Don't even.
it's so
Wait, what?
expensive. It's like $500.
Well, of course it's $500. It's like
It's the
little
coolest
pictures
looking
in each
keyboard in the
different key.
world, but-
First off, how great would it be if it came out and it was like this big? Like the keys were like this big.
Oh man.
Nobody knows.
Nobody
knows.
They see
We could
pictures.
pre-order these like for $1,000.
Yeah.
It comes and it's like freaking
know,
big
I
on
have
the
a feeling,
piano.
though, I have a feeling it's gonna be
You're like
like
jumping around from key to key.
yeah, but one of the things I like about keyboards is like hold on.
I can't wait to hear
This
this.
is very geeky, but one of the things I like about like a good keyboard is like it has a good feel to it, right? You're like
true.
you're hitting LCD screens. It's like I don't know how like they get all like gooked up from your fingers and
Yeah, I guess that's true. You'd have to like wash it.
do you know what I mean?
I have the Cytec keyboard. Do you remember that Cytec keyboard we showed on the screensavers at one time? It
No.
was like the joystick. Heron came on. It was like a joystick, keyboard, keypad, and it like lights up.
Oh yes.
It's actually a
that's
good.
lame.
No. It's a lame. No, the functionality that they sell is lame.
But you should be able to turn
But
the neon
keyboard,
off.
You can. There's four different settings.
Why don't you
On,
turn it off?
lower, higher.
You walk into
right.
Alex's house and there's like this. It's almost like the old cars back in the '90s that had like neon underneath them. It's like that's what your keyboard looks like. It totally does.
It's
dude.
awesome.
No, it's not.
I love my keyboard.
Nobody does that anymore, dude. Nobody puts neon in their computers anymore.
Well, I don't put it in my computer. I just have my keyboard.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But the other thing is, sit down at it. It's a great. It feels good. You know what I mean? Like the keyboard itself is like
Tactile response.
yeah, it's like sexual chocolate. You just get in there and you're like, damn, that feels good.
Oh man.
Well, it's true. It's a good time.
Nerd humor there.
Yes. Oh my God! Speaking of which, I bumped into Tom at the gym.
Tom. Rolls from.
Yeah.
He
said
did
they
all
came
the,
back-
he was the cameraman and editor from The Shadows, very popular
Yeah, totally.
like, vidcast and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
and he does not MTV, Mod TV or whatever.
Not MTV.TV.
Not MTV,
yeah.
whatever. But he came back from Paris and his stepfather gave him moonshine. He
Really?
brought back moonshine from Paris. How great is that?
That's awesome.
I want to make moonshine.
Yeah, same here.
We should do that.
Bring some to Tahoe.
No, we should get
illegal?
like a. Well, come on. What don't we do that's illegal?
Uh-oh. Alex has had a couple of beers. Everything's getting illegal now.
Well, let's not see what
What are you
happens.
saying? You're saying something.
So, is it
Absinthe.
Absinthe?
Oh, I tried that.
Have you?
Yes, I tried it like a week ago.
Isn't that the stuff from like Carnival where the
Dude,
guy like
this
puts the thing and you put like the ice cube and you pour it over and then you light it?
Yes.
I've never had that. What is
Yo,
it?
it's illegal in the United States.
Well, because it's like liquid pot, right?
No, it's not.
It doesn't have the same like effect. It's like a carcinogenic.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. So I went to this party, so here's this
is gonna be awesome.
This
Go.
no, this is really really weird. I'll do it really quickly. So we should probably skip a story. How far are we into?
No, just
anyway,
go.
so anyway, I went to this bar like a couple weeks ago.
They had it at a bar, absinthe.
No. So there was a couple girls at the bar, blah blah.
Nice, good
and
times.
and Dan was in there. I was like, dude, roll up on those chicks, and like I'll follow you up. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna roll.
Is that
So-
how you talk to Dan?
Kind of, yeah. So he rolls up on one, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna move up. So I come on the other side. I'm just
Nice.
like, we're just chatting, blah blah. And
Came
they're
on the other side. That's good.
yeah, so shut up. And they're like, do you want to go to this party? And we're like, yeah, let's go to the party, right? So the four of us took off, and there was like three other guys. Jay was there, and like a few other guys.
Were they hot?
I was like, where are you going? Oh, they were smoking.
You're like, yeah, they're like, where are you going? We're like, later.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they were like, later. And so we took off and went to this party, and it turned out to be like a little private party. There was like 6 people there. And they're like,
not
hey,
like the place in Japan.
they're like, we
right?
got absinthe from Spain or whatever. They're like, hey, it's absinthe, blah, 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 try it out. And it's like, I'm like, well, I've heard of this before, but what is it exactly? And they're like, well, it's hard alcohol, but there's like this wormwood in it.
Wormwood, yes, that's
Yeah.
it, yes.
And they're like, so, you know, you try it, it's supposed to be like really crazy. And I was like, I'll give it a try, why not, you know? And so
What
they
did it taste like? Peppermint?
kind of just like your standard peppermint, like kind of alcohol, schnapsy
right?
type stuff,
Yeah.
you know? I mean, it's mostly alcohol, and from what I've read online, it's like the
What's
whole...
the worm? Well, here's the wormwood's poison. That's what. It's not that it's a mind-altering drug. It's that it's actually poisonous, and so that's why it's not legal in the U.S. At least that's what I've heard.
Yeah, so anyway...
But go ahead.
I drank the poison, and and I was like...
I tried the red pill, and it was pretty cool.
Well, I was just like, let's see what happens, you know? Like,
So what was it? Were you like drunk or?
you know, I don't know, because I'd already had a few beers to begin with.
You're like, I don't really remember much
So,
after that.
You know,
but,
I was just like, it was one of those things where we were sitting there and they were watching like Sex and the City or something, and I was just like, what are we watching? And so like,
hell?
yeah, I know, it was really weird. I was like, damn, let's get out of here, because like,
we've had the absinthe.
yeah,
Let's leave.
it's like it was like 1 in the morning. I was like, I'm done. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
So we took off, we bailed, but yeah, you know, I tried it.
Wow, I sort of figured your absinthe story would be
I was
more
hoping,
impressive.
I was hoping it would be something, you know, a little bit more impressive, but it wasn't. It wasn't like, you know, all of a sudden you were like really drunk or anything. I was just like, it was like I just took a shot of alcohol. You know, there was like really no big difference there. But you know,
Except for the poisonous
Well,
wormwood.
it could have been like a fake. You know how sometimes like they sell like fake absinthe and
It's
stuff
like
like
peppermint
that.
schnapps,
Yeah,
and they're like, it's
yeah.
absinthe, it's $5,000.
Right,
And you're like,
exactly.
all right, ooh, okay,
So,
give it a shot.
Who knows?
Where did that come from?
No idea. That came from mapping veins as human barcode. So
Good times.
40 megabit. Do it.
Why do we actually get stories?
We should just talk.
Sit down and chat. Speaking of which, I got a bunch of stuff that I need to mention, but whatever. We've all paid for 40 megabits a second to our home. Now demand it. 37, not at all. 3,117 people dug this story, submitted by Jay Crozen. U.S. telecos have ripped us off. They've promised the people of the U.S. fiber to the curb, and because of that, they've gotten all kinds of rate increases approved, breaks from the government. It's time that we demand our broadband. I had no idea.
This was the #1 Doug story of the week.
And I had absolutely no idea that this was true. But what happened was,
It's a $200 billion broadband scandal.
that they have got in tax breaks and state-to-state stuff that the Baby Bells, Verizon, SBC, Bell South, Quest, all these people have received over $200 billion to get us to 45 megabits a second, up and down,
Right.
and they said this all started back in 1990. So what happened was this book just got put out all about this big scandal, right? And what happened was back in 1990 when, you know, I almost said Quayle. Who was it? Gore. It was during the Clinton Gore thing, and Gore was saying like, "I created the internet,"
Right.
and it was the whole internet superhighway or the information superhighway.
Cyberspace.
You're right. They had started this thing where they signed a deal that said by 2006, 86 million homes will have fiber to the curb. And that'll be accessible by whoever pays it. It'll be
That's
accessible to
not
everybody.
going to happen.
They said that they said it's come down to roughly $2,000 per person in the U.S., per taxpayer in the U.S., that they've put in over these years. And they said that 0 people have 45 megabits per second to their back.
So is there going to be some kind of like lawsuit filed or
It
like...
doesn't say anything. It just says that this is happening, and now people are starting to kind of figure out what's going on. But like, they've gotten all sorts of crazy stuff. So this is what happened.
I love how the Google ads are related to the story. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's
would
like
you
Quest,
like Quest?
NBC Broadband, Verizon
Verizon
DSL.
That's awesome.
No, we do not. Right now, we do not. So what happened was, it's SBC, Verizon, Bell South, and Quest made commitments to rewire America state by state in 1990. And they've rewired 0.
Well, you know, I have to say that Verizon is doing some fiber to the
Yeah, but $200 billion over
No, I know. I mean,
16 years? Like,
last
come
I
on.
heard, I mean, we were looking. Remember, they had this whole fiber rollout. Verizon did. We were talking
In
about
like
it.
New Jersey or Delaware or
Yeah. Well,
somewhere?
they picked like one small little city. Actually, it was one part of LA as well. And
Not near me, I know,
It
I
was
remember
only
I
like
looked.
it was like 4 blocks that
Right,
they were
yeah,
actually
yeah.
rolling out it, and it's like, It's not
Why
coming.
even do that then?
I don't
You know what I
know.
mean? Like, why even do it? I'm almost tempted to just freaking climb up on the telephone. Like, who owns the telephones? Like the telephone wires. Like, can I just walk up there and be like, beep,
Who wants them?
owns them?
Owns them. I don't know who owns them. Like the Bell companies, whoever's.
No, but I mean, like, because that's obviously got some sort of government stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I mean-
do I have the right to fiber myself?
I mean, obviously they can uncap things like cable modems and push up to 100 megabits. I mean, hopefully.
No, but they can't. If they uncap everybody's
Right.
freaking
I
cable
mean, you're
modem,
screwed.
you
There's
wouldn't
not
be
that
able to
much
get your
bandwidth.
email.
Right.
Good question.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But I
Dude,
think
but
there's
this
a lawsuit.
is a big deal.
There's
Yeah,
a lawsuit coming.
We got to do something because at the end of the day, high-speed internet. Well, first off, for what we do, internet-based video, bandwidth is the last thing, and it's starting to get to a point where most people have broadband. I mean, pretty much everybody that watches us has
Right.
broadband, except for those few people that I'm really sorry about, who are like, I have dial-up. It takes me 3 days to get your episode. I'm like, man, thanks for still downloading.
I don't
You know
think
what I mean?
people are there really. I don't know.
We got a couple
Who's
of
on
fan
dial-up still?
emails.
Do you know anybody on dial-up? Any of your friends?
My girlfriend was on dial-up until I met her, and I was like,
Yeah, but that's
I was like, get your butt off.
that's just kind of people that
broadband.
check email and stuff. Though they don't really do any of this kind of stuff. But
No,
yeah,
that's true. Yeah, nobody was watching this show. Well, no, I think there are a few people watching this show that are like, I have dial-up and it sucks.
takes a while. Email us. Let us know. We've got a couple more stories to get through.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Couple
Next
or
story.
just one?
3 actually.
Jesus.
Bill Gates too rich for. Should we cut one?
No. What's how much
Let's
time
cut
we
the
have?
last one.
Yeah.
It's
What's
not.
the
It's
last
not
one?
getting
Yeah.
anywhere.
Okay. Fine. Go.
Bill Gates too rich for a tax computer to handle 1,912 people dug the story submitted by Grand Finale 1. Microsoft founder Bill Gates, the world's richest man, said the tax office in the U.S. has to store his financial data on a special computer because his fortune is so vast. Keith is looking at me really weird. What's up to you?
That is freaking awesome.
Yeah,
Like
it's
what?
crazy. So
I
guess
would love to make so much money that they needed a separate computer to house my data.
This is what Gates said. He said, so I'm constantly getting these notices telling me that I haven't paid for something when it's really just on the wrong computer. Isn't that awesome?
Well, because, yeah, like Bill Gates needs to do any tax evasion.
He said Gates' fortune is put at $47 billion.
Oh.
Yeah. World's richest man, according to Forbes magazine.
Well, and he's also one of the most generous. I mean, he gives
Yeah,
to so many
he does.
charities. The Bill and Melinda
He's
Gates
getting
Foundation.
old.
Well, yeah, he's an old dude.
Well, it's just really crazy because, like,
Well, here's the question: who's next?
what is the world's richest man?
No. I mean, like, you got Gates and you got Jobs, and sort of like starting back in the '70s, they were really sort of like it was like Gates and Jobs. I mean, Wozniak was there, but he kind of got out of the game. But it was like, and Steve Allen was there, but he kind of got out of the game. But it's like those are the two people that are kind of like the sort of innovators in the technology sector. Like, who's going to take up that
Oh, I mean,
moniker?
you got the Google brothers.
Well, but Google's sort of like the Google brothers.
I was thinking Super Mario Brothers, and I'm like, I was just like,
You know who might take up the challenge would be Super Mario Brothers, because Mario and Luigi are due for a really good technical breakthrough.
I'm telling you.
No, but seriously, like, because
No,
Google's
seriously.
well, whatever. Google is whatever, but it's not. Google's not Microsoft. You know what I mean? Google will never be Microsoft as much as they want.
Yeah.
Nobody wants the Google OS as much as they're like, we're gonna. Nobody wants the Google OS.
Well, it's just because they know what it's going to look like. It's going to be,
Dude, it's
the
gonna look like the
ugliest-
Google video section. And you're gonna turn on your computer. And it's just gonna be a box. And you're gonna be like,
there's
email?
There's a big G.
it's just
and you
a big
click
G.
it. And
Yeah.
it just
So, but
knows.
you know what I mean? Like, who's gonna take up the fight? You know, from Jobs and
I don't know, man. There's gonna, I don't think it's gonna be one of those things where it's gonna be someone out of nowhere. I think, it's somebody that's underneath Bill Gates at his little,
I guess that's
like, he's
true.
training them right now and apprentice almost.
Dude, I would love to see The Apprentice season like 17
Bill
with
Gates.
Bill Gates.
That would be
That would be
awesome.
so awesome. I
And
know
he'd have,
one
like-
of the guys who produces The Apprentice. I'll
That'd
go
be
talk to him
great.
about it.
Have them have like coders
That
on.
would be
and
awesome.
yes, that would be awesome.
Well, because also Gates is really funny. Like, Gates loves to make fun of himself. Like that video with him and Napoleon
Gates is
Dynamite.
he's a strange fella,
He is, dude.
We should get him on the show sometime.
I'll call my guy at Microsoft.
That's not.
He
gonna
runs the OEM
That's
section.
OEM section. You mean like the shrink wrapped like?
No, the
software
original
section?
software
equipment manufacturer, yeah.
manufacturer. He runs that whole
Well, I
section
mean,
of
yeah.
Microsoft.
So he like makes shrink wrap like.
No, he does not. He does more than that.
Okay, fair enough.
There's more things.
Okay.
I should ask him what he does now. Just be like,
Because
what
that
does
just
that
sounded
mean?
stupid. I was like, when I think of OEM stuff, you just think of like stuff in a plain box. You don't think
You
of like...
didn't even get a box. Come on, it's OEM.
All right, let's last story.
But that's not how it's supposed to be. Oh, right. Okay. So Bill Gates' apprentice 15.
Yes.
Better than Martha Stewart, people. I'll talk to my buddy.
I hate Martha Stewart.
Okay, interesting fact that I didn't need to know. Harrison Ford on Indiana Jones 4. 1,486 people dug the story, submitted by nbob89. Harrison Ford says he's in the best shape of his life, and he's prepared and eager to move forward with Indiana Jones 4. So here's
But, yes, I know the deal. He says if he doesn't get a script soon, he's not going to do it.
well, but yeah.
He needs to do Indy 4. Man, I'm so excited for this movie.
Believe me, we all remember the Las Vegas episode where I said about the rumor of Justin Timberlake being in it, and I nearly punched somebody in the face.
Oh.
And that somebody was this poor woman that was walking by. I was that mad.
I hope they don't have Justin Timberlake. No.
I will literally go and like protest.
Yeah.
I would start like a corporation that would just protest Indiana Jones 4.
I would be there with you, actually.
Thank
We'd
you
probably
very
camp
much.
somewhere.
Thank you very much. We
little
should start.
signs.
Yeah, we should start like a not anybody but. I mean, Ryan Gosling. I don't care. Anybody but Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That said, so Harrison Ford says he's in the best shape of his life. The deal is that people were worried.
No, yeah.
People were worried that Indiana Jones 4, and he was going to be like, hey, he's my son. He's going to do all the fun stuff. I'm sitting at a desk.
I want Indy back
Hell
one more
yeah.
time.
We
Give
don't
me
ca-
like the whip.
Boom.
And
Boom. Give Kevin the whip. He wants the whip. Give it to him. That's what he wants.
stop drinking on Diggnation. I'm just trying to say, like, I want the action
Yes,
of
I'm
Indiana
there.
Jones.
Bring everybody back. No, I'm serious. Are you kidding me? Bad dates. We all want.
Yes.
Indiana Jones is like freaking the pinnacle. Don't just shut up because you're drunk. Keep talking. It doesn't matter if funny things come out.
No, it's good.
But so here's the deal: is people were worried that he was going to be like the guy whose teeth falls out, and he's like, Indiana, my teeth fell out. Go get the snakes. I hate snakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what we were worried because look, Harrison Ford's getting old. I actually just saw him the other day.
In LA?
He and Calista Flockhart came by our Starbucks. My Starbucks.
Nice.
And I was like, get the fuck out of my Starbucks. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, God, the wheels are coming off. But anyway, so now he's saying, watch Firewall or, Spam Blocker or whatever.
Okay, no more. Yeah, Keith's getting us to bring it back together. What are you talking about,
I can't wait. His next movie's called Firewall.
Oh, okay.
But he's like, jumping over shit and like, in a car.
Okay, we're done.
No.
We're done. That's
Okay,
it.
emails. So the emails. So first off, we've decided that we're going to start doing something every week. And that is we're going to feature the picture of one of our fans wearing our Diggnation shirt.
Right, so if you want to get a Diggnation shirt, which we highly recommend you do because girls will like you, that's not going to happen.
No, guarantee that. Put that guarantee on there.
No, I can't really, but jinx.com, jinx.com/Diggnation, that's where we sell the shirts. We have girls and guys shirts, so if you're a girl and you happen to want a shirt, we have those too. So what? Stop. Go ahead.
Kevin is drunker than
No,
I
I'm
usually
not.
get.
Well, it's a stupid beer.
It's good beer. Don't call it stupid because it works. Anyway, so what we wanted you to do is take a picture of you with your shirt
Yes.
on, hopefully, or with
Or
it
not.
like, hey, I'm on a Ferris wheel with my shirt. How great would that be? I'm having dinner with my shirt, and it's just on the other chair.
No, we're gonna get pictures like that now. You realize that,
Dude, bring it.
Okay,
I
so-
still have like a ton of pictures my dad took of Diggnation shirts all over Hong Kong.
Oh, nice.
It's awesome.
So
Okay.
each week we're gonna put that up on the video. So at
And
the
we're
end
gonna
of the
feature.
show,
Yes, we're gonna feature
like during the
one
credits,
picture. Yeah.
Keith will put it up there, and it'll be like it'll be cool because you'll get 100 and what is it like now? 150,000 people watching.
150,000 about that.
140, 150,000 people get to see you wearing your Diggnation shirt, which is awesome.
And the first one we're going to feature is the guy on the Jinx site that has one of the porn stars with him.
Oh, yes.
Right? That's
yes.
the one we're going to feature, I think. I don't know what the guy's name is, but
He
now
has-
that's the one we're going to do.
Yeah.
So email. This one is from Kelly. My name is Kelly. Yes, I'm one of the 0.09 demographic of female listeners. Alex. Hi, Kelly. Please ask Kevin the details on the visit from his Japanese friend, quote unquote. We love the drama too. Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. Kevin.
So there's no
No,
really, no.
What did she? What happened? People want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Did
So when
the infamous
we were in
woman-
Japan,
Yes.
when we were in Japan, there was a girl,
Yes.
and
Very nice.
we went out to some clubs and stuff like that. And
Sure.
I'll have to tell you, as like a white dude in Japan,
Yes.
we do very well.
I could have.
Yes, you could have done very well because like
Yes.
you walk in and we were in this club and like it was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
All the Japanese guys wanted to kick her ass, and all
Pretty
the
much.
Japanese girls wanted to get on a piece.
And
What? That was our trip.
hey, that was our
Right?
trip. That was our trip. So we went down there and it wasn't anything crazy. I mean, it was just she was a beautiful young little Japanese girl.
Yes, she was, and very nice.
Yes, very nice.
And friends with
The CEO of Sony.
no
President of Sony, yeah.
President of Sony.
Yeah, she's friends with him.
What?
Yeah. They're like really good friends.
Ooh, arigato.
Yeah.
Hello.
So anyway, nothing big. I mean, we hung out. It was a good time. But I did go on a date the other night. Yeah.
With her?
No, new girl.
Oh,
Someone
okay.
she emailed me through MySpace and was like, I'm a fan of Diggnation.
That's why we were pimping the MySpace
No,
account.
you-
I forgot.
No, it was good. It was good. Went out
Sure.
a couple days. She was really cool. The only problem is she doesn't know that we're going on dates. Like we're just
Oh,
no.
I hate that.
It's kind of like
No, but I hate that where you're like, let's go out to dinner, and they're like, oh, great, and then next thing you know, they're like, yeah, so I met this guy, and you're like,
no. It wasn't like that. No. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like she didn't know. Like the whole thing is like we approached it as like, hey, let's go out, let's hang out, let's have a good time.
yeah, but
So-
oh, dude, Kevin, you gotta get out of
I
that
know,
box.
I know.
You gotta get out of that box
You get stuck
now.
into that friend's box
You will be
and you're
in
there.
the friend's box like
I know.
frickin' Chandler
I know.
for the rest of your life.
It's the next one. It's the next one. It's the next date that I'll bring it out of the box.
Okay, I don't care where you put it, but just get it.
Yes.
Just get it out of the friend's box.
Yes, the friend's box is not a good place to be.
You
but
want it in her box, not the friend's box.
she's a cool girl.
That's horrible.
Quit. You're drunk and
Absent.
Crazy.
That's funny. So anyway, so email us your pictures with the Diggnation shirts. Do you
Yeah.
remember when we first started doing Diggnation? This guy was putting up. He made this Diggnation like tagging template, and he was tagging the Diggnation logo all over
he
the
was
place.
like graffitiing it all over the
Oh,
place.
dude,
yeah.
we got to put some of those pictures up. That guy was awesome.
Nice. All right, we're done.
Oh,
we got
geez.
sponsors.
We got sponsors.
And you know we're always going to screw them up, so stick around
Yeah,
for those.
so let's. We'll be right back after this message from our sponsors. GoDaddy.com, baby. It's game time right now. GoDaddy has domains as low as $1.99. That's crazy. Plus, as a kickoff special, of course, Super Bowl coming up on Sunday, enter the code TOUCHDOWN. When you check out, save $10 on any order of 50 or more. Hurry, this offer expires February 28th, 06.
Yes, and Cashfly, they handle all of our distribution bandwidth. Go to cashfly.com/Diggnation. Use the coupon code Diggnation.
Yeah.
And when you sign up, and you get the first month absolutely free. Great for distributing any type of files that you have
Yep.
online. If you're a business,
Yep.
media files, software, whatever it may be.
Also in digital, I bumped into Diane Mazzotto.
Ooh.
Finally met her.
Yes.
I was at an audition, like a commercial audition for AT&T, and she walked in and I was like, aren't you that? And she's like, don't you host? And I was like, oh, yeah.
Nice.
Hugged. She's cute.
She's married.
No, she's
She
not.
is. Isn't she married? Probably didn't know.
Peggy, you don't know that? Wouldn't she play? She played Fuku or Fuke
Yes,
Me.
she
Which
played
one was
Fook
she?
Me on Austin
Fuke
Powers.
Me and Austin Powers, yeah. She's cutie. She's
she's-
nice.
yeah.
She was really nice. Anyway, but she had said that, so we're going to start with the premiere episode. The CES thing for In Digital was a special. This is going to be the episode number 1 for In Digital, and it comes out February 6th.
Very cool.
So check that out. That is a Monday. That is a Monday. Revision3.com/indigital.
So by the time you're hearing this, right?
Pretty much, maybe, unless you're a member and you're watching the video or listening to the audio on the 4th. Oh, that was the other thing, is we are now going to be releasing the Diggnation episodes Saturday at 7 p.m. Pacific. We decided we were kind of all over the place. You know, sometimes we'd release at, noon. I don't know if we ever released at noon, but sometimes we'd release at like 11:57 p.m. Sometimes we release at, 4, 2, 1. And so, 4. So our audience is getting a little bit, you guys out there were getting a little bit like, where's the episode? We are going to hit the episodes every Saturday being released for audio and video for members and audio only for non-members at 7 p.m. PST on Saturday. So now you can set your clocks, you can log into your computer, 7 p.m., and you can watch the video or listen to the audio, and we will do the same on Tuesday. We'll release at 7 p.m. PST.
There you go.
That's it for this edition of Diggnation. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose. Until next time.
Booyakasha.